Hi, I wanted to give the local manufacturers a try, and so I bought myself a pair of these Sega boots. These are manufactured somewhere in Ludhiana, and I wanted to give them a shot and see as to how the quality matches up to the other boots that I own. I've opened part of the parcel already, and this is the unboxing. So these boots are sold by the name of Sega M21 Black Multi-Purpose Shoe by Star Impact Private Limited. These shoes are fairly cheap, but I'm hoping that the build quality is not cheap. And so these are the boots, and on first look, they look fairly well made. Considering the price, I don't think I can complain. So these are the boots, Sega multi-purpose boots. I've decided to try out a size 10. If it doesn't fit me, then I'll probably reorder and go with a size 11. On first inspection, the pasting is fairly okay, and I am impressed that unlike normal standard boots, I find there is at least a double layer sole. There is a rubber outsole here, and then there is a midsole EVA, which is impressive because I was expecting a single block solid sole, but they do have an EVA sole. There is no stitching, neither in the front nor in the back. The boot is completely leather, and I find that the quality of the leather is at par. Nothing to complain about. These boots retail approximately at a price of approximately 1500 to 1700. Maybe cheaper also, I'm not really aware, but that is the price bracket, and I think they've done a pretty good job for that kind of price. The boots also come with a side zip. So let's go over the boot. The pasting is fairly okay, however, I do not think that the pasting will stay together for more than a year or so because there are some loose ends. They've done a decent job, but not too good. The boot outsole does come with the Sega branding. And let me address the elephant in the room. You'll see that the sole pattern is quite aggressive and well made. These boots, those of you who are aware, absolutely resemble the Magnum Panther boots, which used to be available in the market earlier and was probably the cheapest line or one of the cheaper lines of Magnum brand. They have done a good job with the curvature at the heel also, which is impressive to me. I also find that a lot of boot manufacturers they make a mistake by putting a piece of leather here which extends right till this place, and so that it prevents the normal movement of your ankles backwards, stretching this way, and cuts into your ankles behind. But I don't think this will do that because the leather patch actually finishes right here. If it was extended till here, then there would be a problem. The quality of leather, again, I'll say is pretty impressive. So, in fact, the Magnum boots that I had seen earlier and did not purchase for myself was primarily because they had one solid sole without two layers. This one I'm impressed has got outsole which is rubber, as I showed to you, and you will see that the curve of the sole is quite pronounced, which is actually in keeping with the normal motion of the foot. I will try these out and I'm sure these will be comfortable. The EVA midsole has been used. This is the part of the EVA midsole. They have used EVA midsole, which is pretty nice, and then on top they've used a decent quality leather. This is a decent quality leather. Yes, I think this should last. The zip quality, okay, the zip quality is acceptable. It's not at par with the YKK zipper. It does function. However, I think to maintain the longevity of the zipper, I'll have to restrain myself from using the zipper too often. I think I'll keep it zipped up and use the laces. Overall, again, the dimensions of the shoe and how it is going to encapsulate my feet, the shape of the ankles up front from the forefoot to the ankles seems absolutely right. It is not rising too much, which causes a wrinkling up front, and the shape of the heel is also right. They have some amount of padding on top, however it is not too soft. I think this might take getting some used to, might hurt initially, but I think slowly and steadily it should fall into place. Initially I think I'll have to tie the boot up from here and leave this slightly loose so that it doesn't start eating into my calf. They do have a loop behind for the laces to go through, and also on the laces front I think they've done a decent job, because this lace is a flat lace, unlike the circular ones which are higher quality. But however, the flat laces have their own benefit, because flat laces tend to remain tied up for longer. They don't come undone very easily. Not very good quality laces, but then these will be fairly cheap to replace also if there is a problem. All the eyelets, the front eyelet, I find that this is leather. All the other eyelets are metallic, and yes, I think they seem to be smooth. Yes, they are smooth, so they should not be eating into the laces too much. From the inside I can show you these eyelets are metallic, and thankfully they are smooth, so they should not be eating into the laces. The tongue is not leather material. It's a mesh, which is going to aid in breathability of the boot. However, the waterproofing is going to be questionable, because any water which is higher than this level is easily going to permeate into the boot. Another good aspect of the boot is I don't find too much of stitching on the boot. The front is one piece, and otherwise also they've used single piece leather, which is also a good thing. Too much stitching on the boot ultimately leads to failure. The EVA compound feels soft. Is there an insole inside? Yes, there is also an insole inside. So there is an insole inside. There is no branding on the insole. It's an EVA insole. So like all good boots, it has a rubber outsole, a EVA midsole, and a soft EVA material insole inside. The leather is of decent quality. The laces are flat. The ergonomics look right. The outsole, again I'll say, the outsole compound also feels slightly soft, so the longevity of the boot or the outsole may not be too great, but then considering the price that I paid for these boots, I don't think that there is anything to complain about. Also, I like the fact that they haven't branded the boot too much. There is no branding on the boot per se, only the sole has got a Sega branding, and the front tongue has got Sega branding, nothing more. I think these are probably one of the few good boots which are available on the market and at the right price. Fairly impressed with these boots. They maintain an arch between the forefoot and the heel to give a decent grip on climbing stairs and ladders. The front also has this wave pattern to give you grip while you're crossing or the climbing something steep. Although it's a very soft material, but should last long enough. The tread pattern, as I've showed already, is slightly aggressive. I really like the curvature of the sole also. This is in keeping with the natural gait of the foot. Quite impressed. I'm surprised that not many people or more people are buying this boot. I think more people should be buying this boot. And I'm not saying this because I'm paid by them. I've already paid for my boot. But yes, I would like to support such manufacturers who come out with decent stuff, good quality leather boots, completely uniform capable. I do not think there is any problem in wearing these boots with the uniform. Thank you.